5 bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention! All districts, a 5-alarm fire. 5 bells, move in immediately.
That's it. Let's roll!
Let's go! Fire! Fire!
Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll join Chief Cody and rookie fireman Tim Collins as they enter the tiny house in the outlying district of town. Enter cautiously with their fingers crossed, for they know only too well the place is filled with deadly and explosive gas fumes. It was Tim's young brother, Jimmy, who first discovered the accidental shutoff of the gas, who realized that all over the city in sleeping homes, the flames and gas appliances had gone out, to return shortly thereafter as deadly fumes. And it was Jimmy who, even as the fire department's widespread warnings were bringing the situation under control, it was Jimmy who remembered the dangerous situation which his brother and the chief now faced. Now, exactly what that was, we'll see right after the following announcement. Let's go, firefighters. Let's get over the home of the little girl Jimmy and Trudy Collins had visited the afternoon before they discovered the widespread danger from escaping gas fumes. It was a remark Alice had made then which reminded Jimmy of her present danger. Her father, a night watchman, had left her alone for some hours with a gas heater turned low for warmth. And now, as Chief Cody and Tim Collins stand on the threshold of the darkened house, they realized the little girl could not have been aware of the gas stoppage, that for some time now her unlighted heater must have been giving off the deadly fumes.
Do we really have to stand here, Chief Cody, waiting?
Well, these few seconds we've had the door open are enough, Tim. But my nose tells me there's a ticklish job ahead.
Yes, sir. Inside, you could cut your way through gas fumes with a knife.
I had a reason for getting rid of Alice's father, even though he arrived here the same time we did.
I think it was a good idea, sending him around back to smash in her bedroom window, Chief.
But I didn't want him to go in with us, Tim.
Yes, sir.
A man in his state of mind wouldn't stop to think. One little mistake could blow us to kingdom come.
I know, sir. Jimmy said the light switch is just inside the door here. Shall I step in now?
No. Step in, Tim, but no light switch. That could be our mistake. The possibility of one little spark, however remote.
I never thought of that. Oh, brother, I'm glad you're along, sir.
Move in now. Slow and careful, Tim.
Yes, sir.
Save your breath.
Alice's bedroom should be through here, I'd say.
I feel a carpet under my feet, Tim. Careful.
I don't get it, sir.
Maybe I'm being overcautious, but scuffing has been known to cause static electricity, you know.
Can't be too cautious for me. Oh, say, it's getting worse, Chief.
Yeah.
These fumes. Say, the door to the kid's room is ajar.
I thought it probably would be. Lucky for her, the fumes aren't concentrated in here.
Still, it's bad enough. In fact, it's terrible.
Well, the gas heater's in here, don't forget.
Poor kid, I can just make the bed out. 1 second now.
I knew the minute we stepped inside we'd find her unconscious. There's still a chance if we get her out.
Maybe she already got out.
Are you crazy, son? The outside door was locked.
And she can't get around so well on crutches, and fumes have been pouring in here heaven knows how long, but the fact remains, Chief, the bed is empty. Alice isn't here.
What? By thunder, you're right.
Where the dickens can she be?
Must be in the house somewhere.
Well, not in this room. My eyes have gotten used to the dark a bit, but...
What's the matter? Gas fumes beginning to get you, son?
Afraid so, Chief. If we hunt around in the house any longer, we'll both black out. Yet if we leave Alice here much longer...
There's your answer, Tim. Alice's father finally got that window smashed.
Yes, sir. Let's get over by it. There.
That's better, huh? Thanks, Frank. Everything's under control. Get out to the street now. Keep an eye out for the emergency squad.
The emergency squad, Chief?
I put in a call for him. Radioed headquarters when you left me in my car, Tim.
Oh, good, sir. Only things aren't under control, if you ask me.
I couldn't tell the little girl's father we hadn't even found her. We're getting ourselves under control now. That's the main thing.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm okay. Let's start looking.
Follow me. Lucky for us, Jimmy was here this afternoon. Feel like I knew the place from his description.
Yeah, where are we going?
Kitchen first. I've got an idea.
Huh? What, Chief?
Well, suppose you woke up out of a sound sleep, smell gas. What would you think of first?
Well, the gas stove and... Oh, I get it, sir. The kitchen.
Alice is just a youngster. If her father has been making the mistake of leaving that heater on regularly when he goes to work, she probably wouldn't think anything of it.
I hate to think of her hobbling out there and...
It may have saved her life, getting out of that bedroom.
Well, if she was conscious, Chief, she'd have heard us. Well, Well, what's that, the kitchen door?
Yeah, step back a minute.
Yes, sir. Hey, fumes in there are as bad as in the bedroom, sir.
Well, you notice them because this hallway's cleared a bit since we left the front door open.
Yeah, they must have a gas refrigerator as well as a stove.
Well, the door could have been opened, too, admitting fumes from the heater the last hour.
Now, that would mean Alice is in there, that she closed the door after us.
Well, we better get in. Look around while our heads are still clear, Tim.
Chief, I just thought.
Huh?
Isn't there danger the pilot light on the stove might ignite those fumes?
No, that's the least of our worries.
Well, don't you remember how my brother just missed that explosion at Mr. Ranson's house?
Ranson left an electric plate burning in the same room with the gas heater.
I know, sir, but... Well, okay, Chief, let's go.
Over there.
What?
Near the stove, son.
Oh, yeah, it's Alice, all right. Lying on the floor. Well, I hope
No
she...
time to check her pulse or anything like that, Tim. Get her out of here first.
Yes, sir. I'll carry her. Yeah, poor kid. She hardly weighs anything.
Over here, Tim. I've got the back door open.
Yes, sir.
Now, come on, watch your step.
Yeah. I don't mind saying the out of doors never look so good, even though it's pitch black. Wait a minute. Let me get my coat wrapped around Alice. Yeah, there.
Alice can't make use of this fresh air like we can, Tim. Get her round front to my car. We'll give her artificial respiration.
Right, sir. Only, well, I'm still scared of the chance of an explosion, Chief.
The pilot light on the stove?
Yes, sir, if it ignites those
Oh,
fumes.
I suppose a lot of people worried about that when they smell gas in their homes tonight. If it made them careful in checking up, I'm glad.
You don't sound very worried, sir.
Why should I be? There isn't any flame to ignite anything. Don't you think the pilot light on every gas stove in town went off with everything else?
Well, I'll be... Am I dumb, sir, or was it the fumes?
Well, it's pretty hard to think straight when you're lightheaded. Say, is that music to my ears?
The emergency truck, Chief. Well, if we get Alice under the inhalator right away, I'd say she's got at least a 50-50 chance.
A few minutes later, Tim's young brother Jimmy has returned from his assignment of waking the people on the block and warning them to check their gas appliances. He stands beside Tim, who is crouched over a small figure huddled in blankets, adjusting the inhalator with practiced fingers.
Is Alice going to be all right, Tim?
I can't tell yet, Jimmy. All we can do is stand by.
How come Chief Cody left us?
He went back into the house with his men to see that all gas fixtures are turned off.
Well, why did he make Alice's father go with him?
Because he's half crazy with worry and was only getting underfoot. Now, cut the questions for a minute, Jimmy.
Is Alice breathing now?
The inhalator is breathing for her. That's what it's for. You watch that dial and you'll see.
What's the matter, Tim?
Huh?
Why are you taking that mask off her face?
I want to see if she... Yeah, that's it.
What's it?
Look, run and ask the chief if he wants us to take Alice to the hospital.
Oh, gosh, you mean...
I mean they can give her the attention she needs now. And another thing.
Yeah?
You can stop looking so scared, Jimmy. Tell Alice's father to come back here. She's starting to breathe regularly. She's going to be okay, ready to say hello to him any minute. And Jimmy... He's already gone. I never saw anybody move quite so fast in my life.
Well, Jimmy, you've had a busy night. And I'm personally standing by this time to see that you get to bed and stay there.
Well, just as long as I know Alice is going to be all right.
Well, they told us she would be, Jimmy, at the hospital.
I was wondering, if the junior firefighters could raise some money, like we did with the antique sale, couldn't the doctors maybe help Alice to walk without crutches?
That's a mighty fine thought, son. But this time, the doctors have already promised to try that very thing.
Yeah, you see, Jimmy, the chief already
Well,
talked...
just skip that, Tim. Good deeds are their own reward. Isn't that so, Jimmy?
Well, I got a kick out of collecting toys and fixing them up for kids like Alice. But I sure felt silly when my sister and I took her to that doll's house this afternoon.
Who are you kidding? You got such a kick out of it, you sneaked back to work on those toys after Mom went to bed.
Well, if I didn't, we'd have never known the gas went off, Tim.
Well, he's got you there, son. The department might never have waked up this town in time to warn them of escaping gas if Jimmy hadn't been in that cellar at midnight.
Yes, sir. That was one lucky break for all of us.
Lucky? Oh, I don't know, in a way. You might say that Jimmy and Trudy's attempt to make one little girl happy led straight to saving the lives of any number of people tonight.
What do you know about that? All on account of fixing up a few old toys. You can't ever tell what's going to happen next, can you?
And so the Junior Firefighters Project of helping others indirectly helped a lot of them as they slept in their homes that night. The chief is right, and Jimmy's right, too. You can never tell what's going to happen next. So don't miss the next exciting chapter of the Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own town. But right now, let's listen to this message. And now here's Chief Bob Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. I wouldn't want you to get the idea gas appliances are something to be frightened of. They're not. Neither are electrical appliances. It's just a matter of treating them with respect and care. Now, think for a moment about the wires or extensions that lead to electric heaters, lamps, and so forth. In your home, do they run under rugs so that people walk on them? If so, you're inviting trouble. And trouble is one guest neither you nor the fire department is anxious to have visit your home. Until next time, this is Chief Cody saying, so long.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's roll! Let's go! Firefighters!
Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.